conscience clear, that's why I'm so magnetic.
Okay, hi guys, it's back. I'm back with another video, and this is actually just gonna be the full story instead of me going y'all pieces and pieces and y'all waiting. This is gonna be the full story. And right now I am in New York City, where I live at, which is Farragut Houses. I don't live out here, but my mother does, and I used to live out here, but so basically, I just want to show y'all the outfit of the night because I didn't get ready till recently, so this is what I'm wearing. But yeah, okay, now we're gonna get straight to it because y'all wanted part 7 and the rest of the story, and I got y'all right now, so let's get into it. So basically, after the funeral, you know, we went back to my building, we celebrated his life, we watched the Cavaliers play that night, and of course they won. Go Cavs. And I want you to keep in mind, this was a few years ago. I'm 20. I just turned 20 in January. This happened when I was 15. But, okay, so now fast forward. We go to the building, whatever, and now I'm like very disgusted because like I'm just very upset at the fact that now I know my sister dates this girl, and it's like my mom is so like close to my sister, and it's just so disgusting because it's like you guys are taunting me for this man, and it's really disturbing. Like it was really getting to me, and I want y'all to know I am in the hood that I used to live in with my mom, so I'm gonna show y'all like right here. This is the Boys and Girls Club. Right here is the Boys and Girls Club where me and Marley used to be at, and everybody else used to be at. And you know, we made a lot of memories there. Oop, look at my dog. I dropped his leash. But this is where I'm from. Right here, Farragut Houses. And listen, I didn't. Okay, but yes, I'm in the hood that me and Jamar were in. But so we went to the funeral, and then like now I'm like very disgusted with the fact that I have to sit here and deal with my sister is dating this girl, and like what the fuck. So it was the day of Dwayne's graduation, and I was up all night talking to Marley. Like, I just wanted to hear his side. He was, like, literally my yellow. Like, he was... Although I get it. A lot of you are going to come down my throat. Like, listen, Miss Thing, he cheated on you, and he did this, and he did that. But I want y'all to know, I was 14 and 15 dating this man. Okay? He done told me things that I never told no... He never told nobody, and I didn't told him things. And we done made memories that, countless memories. And I know him behind closed doors. Like, you wouldn't really, like, you don't give up on somebody like that. So that was my thing. I didn't want to give up. I accidentally cut it off. But I didn't want to give up on him knowing him, who he was behind closed doors. So we stood up all night, and, you know, he was telling me, like, he was crying, and he's been crying and talking to his father, and he knows, like, okay, he knows he fucked up. And this is where we had Lou's funeral. May he rest in peace. I love him to death, and I miss him to death. Actually, my cousin, his sister, is in front of the building, so if I can get over there, I seen her, but I just didn't have the video rolling yet. Right here. But you know, when you genuinely like know somebody, it's so hard to like just give up on them, and you know what they go through. So he was telling me, like, mind you, we're up all night talking, and he's telling me like, come on, baby. He's telling me like, oh, basically, you know, he was pressured because his bros, they were amping him to do it, and then it was just he was just dealing with. You gotta understand, this is the boy everybody wants, and then he's a great fucking basketball player. Like, I'm talking about great, pearly white teeth. He's handsome. He's just a woman's hood dream come true. Like, fairy tale. This is their hood fairy tale guy right here. So, I keep dropping it. I'm sorry, Papa. So, I was supposed to go to Dwayne's graduation, but instead of going to Dwayne's graduation, Marley convinced me to go to his grandma's house and, hear him out. Like, legit hear him out. And I went to his house, and I see my cousin that same morning before I came back home, and he outside. Yeah, look, they're in the front right now. But I will go over there when I go over there. I'm making a video right now, and my sister is here. So I might slip her in so y'all can see who my sister is. But so I went to his house, you know, we did the nasty, of course. And he ate my booty cheeks. But okay, so right there, our relationship, like, it kind of went up a notch for us, because it was more so, okay, like, now he was trying to prove to me, like, I will never hurt you the way I hurt you. And I'm like, you know, I'm young, dumb, and in love. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit y'all. I was young, dumb, and in love. Like, this was the man of my dreams. This was the man I swore up and down, like, I was gonna get married with. I was gonna have his babies, and my hood fairy tale love story. But after that, Dwayne was texting me like, oh, I noticed that you didn't come, you know, like, where you at? And then everybody was texting me like, where you at? You're MIA. Like, we're calling you, we're texting you. This kid's graduation's today, and you're nowhere to be found. And so now I decided to go back home. Mind you, it's like 6, 7 o'clock. So I go back home. My mom's like, oh, where you at? I'm like, I was actually chilling with Tata today. And Tata was another boy, but he knew the situation, so he had my back. Like, yeah, she was with me, but here comes my sister. Oh no, ask her where she really was at. I'm like, you know, it's so fucking annoying when you're trying to just do your thing and somebody just keeps raining on your parade, basically. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now I started noticing, like, oh, there's no way we're going to be able to see each other on a daily basis. Knowing these people are, like, tremendously on top of me. Like, you know, my mom was like, you know, you can't go outside. You can't do this. You have to go to school. Yeah. So I would go to school. People would see me after school for a little bit. I would get out. I would skip the class. I would get out. And then I would chill with him for, like, the last period. And then to, like, go to his house to sleep with him, I would sleep all day. And then I would actually wait, because my mom used to be on the phone, so I would actually, like, wait. And I would definitely fucking wait. Like, I'm talking about, like, I would wake up probably, like, midnight. Not even. Probably because at the time my mom would be talking on the phone. And I would kind of just be, like, listening. And then, like, I know when she gets in her groove on the phone, like, you can't tell, you know, she's having a whole fucking adult conversation or whatever. So I would know, like, okay, this is my cue. Everybody else would be sleeping or in their room, and I would just slowly tiptoe, like, literally tiptoe my way to his house. And then he would meet me. And then there was some nights I went over there and we didn't have sex. So, like, I didn't care for sex, but I honestly did not care. And nor did he. Like, he was so much trying to prove to me like he was sorry, like he was catering to me, he was doing everything, like. But I'm not saying like, you know, it's okay to take somebody back after cheating, but listen, I was young, dumb, and naive, and I swore this was the man of my dreams. So boom, I would go sneak over to his house and sleep with him, and then like around 9 in the morning, before everybody got up, I would go back home. And literally, I lived in Farragut, he lived in Fort Greene. So if you know, you know, it's like a 5-minute walk. So I would do that. And then, actually, look at my cousin right here. I'm gonna show y'all her so that y'all can see Lou's sister. This is Lou's sister. And I'm actually in front of my building. This is my building. This is 192 Sand Street. Yeah, and this is my mom, and that's my sister, and that's Mushi. So, but yeah, I would wait. I'll go to his house. Nobody knew. Everybody was wondering, like, Nani, why are you, like, sleeping all day? They'll ask my sister, like, yo, why is your sister sleeping all day? Like, legit all day. When I say, like, all day, it was, like, I was working a 9 to 5. I would sleep all day and then go to work at night. That's what it legit was. So, that was the only way I was able to see him. Like, I finally found a way where I could be next to him and, you know, feel comforted because he was my yellow. I gotta bullshit around. He was my yellow. So now, one day we're having like a dispute, but it was only because like I was supposed to be mad at him. That's what everybody's thing was. You're supposed to be mad at him. You're not supposed to be with him. But keep in mind, all my girlfriends wanted to fuck him and just be next to him. Like, he became bro, and I'm like, I used to tell him, like, so when did this one become your bro or your sis? You know, we used to have conversations like that, and he would just tell me, like, listen, that's they're doing. I don't tell them they can call me that. They just call me that. I'm like, okay, whatever. So one day I was coming from the movies, and, you know, at the time, we would just go to the movies just for fun. Like, me and a little gang we would just go to some movies for fun, right? So I'm going through Tilbury Park, which is by my house. I'm going through Tilbury Park, and I'm walking, and one of my bros is like, oh, you know that Marley's moving? So I'm like, you know, we're not on talking terms, so I'm like, really, like, what are you talking about? And no, he's not. And, you know, just denying it to the fullest. So, boom. He bite. Come on. So, damn, what was I saying? So yeah, he was my yellow. He was my best friend. This was the guy everybody wanted to talk. So my bro Nate was like, oh, you know that he's moving, and I'm like, no, he's not. You're not gonna sit here and tell me he's moving. He's not moving. I don't want to hear nothing. And at the time, me and him was still mad at each other because I was supposed to be mad at him. So, you know, I wait, and then my phone had broke because he had broke it because he thought I was gonna leave him. So it had broke, and now I'm at the house, you know, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like kind of debating, trying to get Wi-Fi, because like nobody wanted to give me Wi-Fi, nobody, like, no access to Facebook so I could text this man. Like, my mom and my sister was on it. So that's when I had texted him, like, so you're really leaving, huh? And you didn't tell me. And then he was like, yeah, I didn't tell you because I didn't want to hurt you. Like, I knew this was gonna happen and I didn't want you to be sad. And so, you know, he didn't text back, and I was drinking a little bit that night. So he didn't text back, and something just told me, like, yo, go to Tillery. And my mom and them were drinking, so I'm like, yo, this is the best chance you got to get the fuck away from these people and go find them and go say your goodbyes. So now my instincts told me to walk to Tillery. I did not know I had that power, but I walked to Tillery, and I ended up seeing him in the track field, like, you know how on the grass, the fake grass. And I ended up like just walking to him. I walked to him, and I walked to him, and I just remember him holding me and him like telling me, like, you know, this is why I didn't want to tell you, like, you were gonna cry. And he knows everything I've been through with my mom and my sister. So he was more so like, just, he didn't want to add to my plate. So, boom. I ended up, you know, just deciding, like, yo, I'm just going to hang with him for the night. I didn't care about getting in trouble with my mom no more. I didn't care about nothing. Like, it was like, so fucking what? Like, this is your last chance. You don't know what's going to happen from here. You know, we're still little kids, and everything was so difficult, and it makes me sad because, like, you guys don't understand. Like, this was literally like this was my everything at one point. So, you know, he held me and we sang with each other, and we talked, and it was an amazing night. Like, we stood out all night. We slept with each other. Like, he let me sleep on his lap, and then we took turns. And I didn't know, like, that would be the last time. I haven't seen him since July 30th, because I ended up sleeping with him. Like, I just, you know, we were out all night just singing, dancing, laughing, looking at the moon, counting the stars. And I just decided, like, this is where I wanted to be. Like, I didn't care about going home and getting in trouble that night. I promise you, I did not care, bro. So, he ended up walking me home, and I was very, like, emotional. Like, I didn't want to let him go. I didn't want to, like, he told me one thing that, like, still sits with me, because he was, like, my escape to everything. But he told me, like, don't worry, I'll come back for you. And we actually stopped talking, I want to say 2 weeks ago, like, completely. So, like, I dealt with this for a long time, and I kept this in, and nobody knew. So it's not my fault that I took him back. He was, like, the only person that knew how to make me happy and feel welcome when everybody else was just throwing me aside and making me feel like I'm not loved. And so we haven't been together, though, for, I want to say 2 years. 2 years. But if he ever sees this video, he's in Poughkeepsie, New York now. He ended up moving to South Carolina at the time. But if he ever sees this video, Marley, you know I will always love you. And thank you for showing me a good time. Even though we done did some spiteful shit to each other. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I'm so sorry that this video is long. I just wanted to get it done, and I'm sorry that I got emotional. He was my escape to all my problems. He made me feel more than what I was feeling like. But and I miss them. Like, I just, being in the hood just kind of reminds me of like the late talks, the late night walks, just the little things, the laughs, him breaking my phone on one of these. Like, thank you guys for listening. For those that haven't heard the full story, it is on my TikTok, and I will post my TikTok right here. I hope you guys have a good week, and thank you for hearing me out. And I'm not gonna make this video any longer, so bye.